you ready?
Adams Cable Sports presents Lackawanna League Division III High School Basketball. And today from Carbondale, it's the Holy Cross Crusaders and the Carbondale Area Chargers. All brought to you by Adams Cable Service, Jerry's Tire and Auto Service, NJS Systems and Controls, Route 6 Mayfield, by McGovern Insurance Agency, The Comfort Doctors, T.E. Spall & Son Heating and Cooling, by Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated, with locations at 74 North Main Street and 2 Hospital Street. Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center. By your local Napa Auto Parts store, Tonkin Auto Supply. Tom's Floor Shop, your first step to a beautiful home, Main Street Childs. And your starting lineups are presented today by Roselle Department Store. With Glenn Muskowski and Nick Holmick from Frankie Carl Productions, Steve Young here. Great to have you with us tonight for this great matchup between the Holy Cross Crusaders and the Carbondale Area Chargers. This is a big one for Holy Cross. They hope to win tonight, and they're looking for Mid-Valley to get knocked off by Old Forge. If that were to happen, there would be a playoff for the second half of the Lackawanna League Division III. But if Mid-Valley beats Old Forge tonight, they will be the Lackawanna League Division III All-Season champion. Joining me for the broadcast is Glenn Muskowski. And Glenn, when you play Holy Cross, we talked about this before, you know what to expect. You're going to get intensity, attention to detail, and a lot of pressure.
You're going to definitely get a lot of pressure. And I think for Carbondale to win this game tonight, Steve, they're going to have to almost play a perfect offensive game. They're going to actually have to make some very, very good decisions and take some good shots, though, and don't force up anything or try to up-tempo the game with this team, because this is the kind of game that they like to play. Now, on the defensive end, they're going to have to give some help to Giovanni Mastica against Malachi Phillips, because he's as big as Giovanni is big as him, but he is a lot more physical than Giovanni is. So they're going to need some help. Double teaming and things like that to try to stop Holy Cross.
The Holy Cross Crusaders, coached by Al Calais, overall with a record of 14 wins and 8 losses. Here in Division III in the second half, they are 4 wins and 1 loss. Carbondale area, coached by Landon Gabriel in his 10th year, with an overall record of 10 wins and 11 losses in Division II. Here tonight, they have a record of 3 wins and 2 losses. Both teams continue to warm up for the start of tonight's game, and we will return with more pregame highlights on today's Lackawanna League Division III basketball matchup between Holy Cross and Carbondale area after this timeout on Adams Cable High School Basketball.
There's some cool new stuff out there. Cars that drive themselves, phones that talk to us.
There's a cafe behind you.
And now TV everywhere. That's right, lucky Adams Cable Service customer. Now you can watch channels from your TV package just about anywhere on just about any device. Catch your favorites in the waiting room, coffee shop, break room, the airport, wherever. TV everywhere. It's a cool extra service for no extra cost. Visit adamscable.com and sign up today.
A trip to Jerry's Tire and Auto Service in Carbondale means you get confidence and peace of mind knowing that your vehicle is repaired by qualified technicians. Jerry's offers brand name tires and wheel alignment, brake service, oil changes, computer diagnostics, and Pennsylvania safety inspection and emissions testing. Call 282-TIRE or visit their website jerrystire@gmail.com. For dependable, efficient service, visit Jerry's Tire and Auto Service in Carbondale. What does it mean to be an expert? Does it mean getting the job done right? Or being able to pinpoint a problem and quickly find a solution? Whatever the meaning, the team at NJS are your experts in hydraulic and pneumatic components. So whether you need a custom hose built on the spot or a cylinder repaired from the ground up, the experts at NJS are there when you need them. And with the area's largest hose and fittings warehouse, NJS has thousands of the parts you need in stock and ready to go. NJS, Route 6 Mayfield, online at njsco.com. NJS is proud to call this area home and proud to sponsor our area athletes on Adams Cable Channel 7. Insurance is more than just a policy. It's knowing that you are properly covered to protect all the assets you have worked so hard to acquire over the years. For over 50 years, McGovern Insurance has fulfilled the needs and expectations of families and businesses in the greater Carbondale area. McGovern Insurance Agency specializes in auto, home, commercial, and life insurance. Call for a competitive quote and superior service at 282-1170. Your protection comes first at McGovern Insurance Agency, 26th Avenue, Carbondale.
Too hot? Just call Spall. Too cold? Just call Spall. T.E. Spall & Son, where you'll always get our upfront pricing. Plus, now through Wednesday, own a new energy-saving AC system for just $2.84 a day with our exclusive guarantee. Plus, get 0% financing.
We called Spall, and not only do we save a lot of money,
but they're a name that you can trust. They get the job done fast, and they get it done right.
Just call Spall or see us now at callspall.com.
Welcome back to Carbondale and the Pete Turonis Gym with Glenn Muskowski and Nick Homick. Steve Young here. Big one for the Holy Cross Crusaders tonight as they will take on the Carbondale area Chargers. Holy Cross has won its last 5 games over Lakeland, Dunmore, Old Forge, and Blue Ridge back-to-back. So this will be the 3rd game in a row they're playing. They played Blue Ridge on the road. They played Blue Ridge at Holy Cross. So this is their 3rd night in a row on the court. And for Carbondale area, they have won their last 4 over Old Forge, Lakeland, Elk Lake, and Riverside.
So they are playing pretty well, and finally, I guess after a long period of not being able to make the shot at the end of the game to win the game, they finally came up with a big shot. Evan Deary made a nice off a screen the other night in Riverside to win a game, which was a big game for them, to keep them right where I think they want to be, and try to figure this playoff system out, Steve. I can't, so I don't know, but I think talking to people, they're right where they want to be.
Right, they're around the number 5 or 6 seed, and depending upon who they might end up, where they end up, they might end up playing Holy Redeemer, I believe, or Wyoming Seminary, somewhere in that area. That's a possibility, but right now they're about number 5 or number 6. So
not bad,
yeah.
And they're playing pretty well now. They're starting to come together.
And of course, the Holy Cross Crusaders, well, they got off to a kind of a slow start. They lost their opening game. They won 2 in a row. And then they went on a 4-game winning streak, and they've really done a good job this year putting it all together. And that's always expected when you have Al Calais as head coach.
I always said Al plays a tough exhibition schedule, and he gets his team ready early for this run at the end. Now, if they can beat Carbondale tonight, Old Forge will struggle to beat, I'm sure, Mid-Valley, because Mid-Valley's playing pretty well themselves. But things can happen. You never know. And if that's the only way Holy Cross gets into a playoff, or at least a crack at the pie.
We will go to a quick break, and when we return, a look at your starting lineups presented by Roselle Department Store in Carbondale after this timeout on Adams Cable High School Basketball. The Gabriel family and the staff at Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated of Carbondale send best wishes to our local athletes and teams for a successful season. In your time of need, call 282-1219 for the ultimate in professional service from Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated, 74 North Main Street and 2 Hospital Street, Carbondale. Welcome back to the Pete Turonis Gym in Carbondale. And now the Roselle Department Store presents the starting lineup for today's game between the Holy Cross Crusaders and the Carbondale area Chargers. Remember, at Roselle Department Store, the annual winter clearance event is now underway, and with great savings up to 40% on all remaining winter apparel. Will you be attending a formal affair or special occasion? Let the experience of Sam Kalura work for you in a perfectly tailored tuxedo by Sarno & Son. Roselle offers an extensive selection of school uniforms for Carbondale area, Lakeland, Forest City, LaSalle Academy, Holy Cross, Valley View, and Mid-Valley, and they also offer prompt laundry and dry cleaning services. For unsurpassed quality, style, and value, you can always rely on Roselle Department Store, where Sam and the staff are proud to present your starting lineups for today's game between the Holy Cross Crusaders and the Carbondale area Chargers. And now let's go to public address announcer Tom Evans for today's starting lineups.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Peter Coronis Memorial Gymnasium. Tonight's matchup features the Holy Cross Crusaders and your Carbondale area Chargers. Carbondale area would like to remind you that this is a smoke-free campus. Please, no smoking inside of the building or outside on campus. We would also like to remind you that profanity, inappropriate remarks, and intimidating actions directed at officials or competitors will not be tolerated and are grounds for dismissal from Carbondale area. Please do not bring into the gymnasium any type of noisemakers or signs. Spectators are not allowed to enter the competition area during warm-ups or while the contest is being conducted. Please do not bring any food or drinks into the gymnasium. Thank you for your cooperation in the promotion of good sportsmanship at tonight's event. And now, the starting lineup for the Holy Cross Crusaders. Number 3, Matt Nelson. Number 11, Patrick Galvin. Number 30, Tyler Mazaleski. Number 31, Malachi Phillips. And number 43, Tom Montefiore. The Crusaders are coached by Al Calais, Mike Zajac, Rich LaRussa, and Tim Calais. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for your Carbondale area Chargers. A sophomore, number 24, Michael Cesaro. A sophomore, number 22, Patrick Durkin. A junior, number 35, Robert Solinsky. A senior, number 34, Giovanni Mastica. And senior, 25, Evan Geary. The Chargers are coached by Andy Gabriel and assisted by Thomas Morrow, Larry Gabriel III, and Michael Murphy. Tonight's officials are Jason McDermott, Charlie Terreri, and Joe Dente. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, will you please join us in honoring our country by the rising and the playing of our national anthem, sung by our very own Rory Misco.
Time for basketball here in Carbondale, the Holy Cross Crusaders and the Carbondale area Chargers. And this is our season finale.
Oh, it is.
It's hard to believe.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, it seems like we just started football a couple weeks ago, and now we're finishing our final game, and Playoffs start next week, and the week after we get into the state playoffs, and the grass starts to turn green.
And then the golf clubs come out, right?
They're ready. I think they're itchy. They're ready to jump out of the bag.
I think you're more itchy than the clubs are, right?
They're coming out. They're ready to come out of the bag.
Here we go with the Holy Cross Crusaders and the Carbondale area Chargers. Carbondale area coming off of a win against Riverside, 48-46, while the Holy Cross Crusaders won at Blue Ridge, 64-36. Giovanni Mistica at the center court circle, along with Malachi Phillips, and we are set for basketball here at the Pete Taronis Gym. Great to have you on board tonight here on Adams Cable Channel 7. Holy Cross will control the opening tip and shoot at the basket to our left. Now they're going to pound the ball right inside to
they
Phillips.
did, and then you saw what Carbondale did. They doubled down with the wingman.
But outside, it will be Nelson taking the shot. Galvin will go put it up an air ball, and they'll kick it back outside and reset the Holy Cross offense. Patrick Galvin, a 5'9 junior, will bounce pass it on the near side. Nelson looking. Galvin will launch it. Got it. And Holy Cross takes a 3-0 lead.
Too wide open. There was a mix-up somewhere there.
Now for Carbondale, Chargers will go to work with Selitsky, and he had his pocket picked. Tom Montefiore picked his pocket, and here comes Holy Cross up by 3. Montefiore in the lane, in a lot of traffic, fires it up, knocked away by Carbondale.
That was good swarming defense by Durkin and Deary in the lane that time, Steve. And they're going to have to do that all night long.
Galvin will put the ball in play. Montefiore back inside to Galvin. Good pass, but a traveling violation called on Holy Cross, and they turn it over.
That was that Michael Jordan 3-step there.
3-0, Holy Cross, your leader, as Selitsky will work the ball across midcourt. And an offensive foul is called on Selitsky.
Yeah, he threw his forearm out. That was good defense. I mean, that was good hustling defense. He beat him to the spot that time.
Now Galvin, 5'9 junior, will run the show for Holy Cross. Montefiore to Mozaleski. And Holy Cross, good movement in the offense. They'll go cross court. Mozaleski from the outside, short on the jumper. Durkin clears for Carbondale. Selitsky in transition, puts up a runner and banks it off the glass, and Carbondale is on the board with 6:18 to play here in the first, trailing by 1, 3-2. They pound the ball inside to Phillips, and he gets tangled up with Zazera.
Good defense. Again,
ball.
good swarming defense on Phillips.
And
four players from Carbondale around him.
Carbondale will bring the ball the length of the court, trailing by 1. Selitsky averaging about 7.5 points a ball game. Through 21 games, Zazera will take control for the Chargers. Zazera guarded by Nelson. Selitsky gets it inside to Zazera. He misfires underneath the basket. Phillips with the rebound. In transition, Galvin. Montefiore will fire it to Mozaleski. On the perimeter, they come near side to Nelson. Pounding it inside. Phillips double team, knocked away by Mistica.
And Mistica stayed on his feet, kept his balance, and just kept his hands up. Yeah, once you bring that hand down, Steve, 90% of the time that referee's going to call that foul. Good job.
5:31 remaining here in the first. Holy Cross by 1, 3-2. Inbound pass goes to Phillips. Phillips trying to bounce pass it on that right side. Players battle for it. Montefiore on the floor. Had it knocked away. Good hustle by Tom Montefiore, 6-foot sophomore. Holy Cross will inbound the basketball. Phillips will come to the bench. And Kieran Burrier, 5'10 freshman guard, checks in for the Crusaders.
Small team for Holy Cross in there at this time.
Holy Cross having some trouble getting the ball in. Mozaleski And they throw it away as the pass went to Burrier, but he stepped out of bounds along the baseline. Al Calais, 25 years coaching high school basketball. Coach Bishop O'Hara and, of course, Holy Cross. As Pat Durkin will set it up for the Chargers.
Carbondale has to control tempo here. Has to control the tempo of this game.
Mystica.
You can't make passes
Battle
like
for the ball.
that, though.
Ball's knocked away.
You can't
Holy
make
Cross will
passes
control.
like that. Sometimes he doesn't throw the ball to you. You go get it from him if he's having a little problem. And you can't stand there and watch the ball being passed and not step towards it.
Galvin gives it up. Burrier out at center court, and a traveling violation.
It's another one of those running starts.
It over. Yeah. Bobby Selitsky will take control now for Carbondale. Down by 1, 3-2. And Deary looking
there's
inside.
a little mismatch inside right there.
Try to get the ball to Selitsky, and it's off his fingertips, and Carbondale turns it over.
Not a good pass. Even if he caught it, where would he have been, Steve? Underneath the bankboard.
4:29 to play here in the first. 3-2, Holy Cross leading. Nelson on the perimeter. Galvin will fire up a shot. Off the iron, no good. Selitsky with the rebound for the Chargers. In transition, Durkin from downtown. And Carbondale has taken a 5-3 lead.
Now, you're going to have to see in this game if Holy Cross, this is their third game in 3 days.
Right.
Let's see what kind of toll it's going to take on them with their legs in this game.
Outside, Montefiore misfires. Ball is rebounded by Carbondale area and Deary. Deary will pull up for three. Too heavy. Ball's tipped around, and Holy Cross comes out of the pack with it. On the fast break, Galvin will go to Nelson for the deuce. We're tied at 5, the Chargers and the Crusaders.
Carbondale's going to have to get back because, Holy Cross is going to run the floor.
In the first half matchup, it was Holy Cross defeating Carbondale 52-41. 5-5 right here. Deary for three. Short on the jumper. Here comes Holy Cross. Driving the baseline. That is a great shot by Galvin. And Holy Cross has taken a 7-5 advantage with under 3 to play first quarter.
Whoever's guarding Galvin's got to stay with him. He's been open 2 or 3 times down the court now.
Durkin will look inside. Now he'll go with the left-hand dribble. Durkin needs help. Cesara, left side. Try to float it into Mystica off his fingertips.
They are throwing the ball too deep. They're throwing it beyond the block underneath the bankboard. And again, if he catches it, there's nowhere to go. You could use that as Holy Cross can use the baseline as another defender because you can't go that way.
Deary gets the ball into Selitsky. I believe we have a reach in. James Henderson, the 5'11 senior wearing number 20, is in the ball game for Carbondale. As Deary will put the ball in play. Mystica in trouble in traffic. Gets it back outside, and Deary had the shot blocked by Montefiore. Good defense by Holy Cross. Here they come the other way. And this is Burrier on a drive, looking to dish off, and Carbondale takes it away. In transition, Selitsky with the basketball as Carbondale is trailing 7-5. Mystica off the glass, and we're tied at 7. Carbondale area and Holy Cross.
You know what might be a good idea if you get Mystica moving from block to block and get him the ball as he's crossing. That way he's not standing still and they're not doubling down on him.
Montefiore goes cross court to Nelson. Looking inside, they kick it back out. Galvin drives, running one-hander, good, got it.
Galvin's looking sweet tonight. He's making one move and he's wide open. It's the third basket.
9-7, Holy Cross. They look inside to Bailey Rumford, back out to Henderson. Henderson gives it up. Mystica will reset it for Carbondale. They floated to Mystica. Mystica had his pocket picked. Montefiore took it away in transition. Mozeleski. Galvin wide open from downtown, misfires. Henderson comes out of the pack with the basketball. 1 minute left, first quarter, 9-7. The Crusaders. Deary for three. And the Chargers take a 1-point lead, 10-9. Now with 45 seconds remaining first quarter, it will be Nelson. Had the ball knocked away by Deary. Holy Cross possession with 41 seconds left.
Checking in for the Crusaders, number 31, Malachi Phillips.
Malachi Phillips checks back in to the Holy Cross lineup.
On the way off the floor, coach had something to say to him. He'll come all fired up right now, I'm sure.
Holy Cross will run its half-court offense, posting up. There's Phillips, didn't get the shot. Good move to the basket, a little bit too heavy. Carbondale by 1, 10-9.
Play for one.
We have 21 seconds to play in the first. Henderson at center court. Clock winding down, we're at 14. Now with 10 on the clock, Carbondale will have to get some movement in the offense.
Gotta go now.
7 seconds left, you've got to get moving. 4 on the clock. Selitsky making a move to the basket. They throw it away. It goes out of bounds with 0.7 of a second remaining. (10-9) Carbondale. Deary will put the ball in play.
Tough to get a shot off here. 0.7 of a second.
Deary looking to get it into Mystica at the buzzer, no good.
Good effort, good effort.
That will bring an end to the first quarter of play here in Carbondale with the Chargers up by 1 over Holy Cross, 10-9 on Adams Cable High School Basketball.
When your car does this. Call us first.
Every job is perfect or it doesn't leave the shop. That's the motto at Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center in Carbondale. In an accident, remember, it is your car and your choice to choose your repair center. Call Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center in Carbondale, well known for integrity, safety, and craftsmanship. For more information concerning your rights and the 10 things you need to know before having your car repaired, go to their website, bestonsautobody.com. Good luck to all area teams from Tony, Mike, Jeff, and the staff at Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center, Gordon Avenue, Carbondale. Tonkin Auto Supply, your Napa dealer in Carbondale, has been serving the area for over 36 years with the largest inventory of automotive replacement parts and accessories. Experience Napa know-how with knowledgeable customer service from Glenn Garth and the staff at Tonkin Auto Supply in Carbondale, your Napa know-how folks.
Napa know-how, Napa know-how, Napa know-how, Napa know-how.
During the timeout, it was Tyler Mozeleski pulling up with a jump shot and knocked it down, and Holy Cross opens up quarter number 2, leading Carbondale 11-10. Rumford and Henderson will work the Charger offense. Now Selitsky with a left hand. Floats it to Deary. He'll launch a long shot off the back iron, no good. And Holy Cross has the basketball, and there's a blocking foul called on Deary.
And again, foolish foul. 50, 60 feet away from the basket. No, nothing's going to happen out there. Just get back and play some solid half-court defense.
First personal foul on Evan Deary. Second team foul on a drive. Galvin gives it up. Phillips on a spin move, traveling.
Well, Malachi Phillips is just having one of those nights. He just can't get on track tonight. Not yet, anyway.
Well, he's averaging 12 points a ball game, but thus far, Carbondale doing a good job on him defensively. As Henderson will look inside, Selitsky will take control. Selitsky, left wing, pull-up shot. Yes.
He needs to do that more.
Carbondale takes a 1-point lead, 12-11.
He needs to shoot that off the dribble. He needs to shoot that a little bit more. Of course, we've been telling him that for 2 years. Now he's playing better, much better offensively this year.
And Mozaleski drops a 3-ball on Carbondale, and the Holy Cross Crusaders take a 2-point lead, 14-12. 6:21 to play here in the first half. Thank you for joining us for all of the action of high school basketball here on 7. Henderson almost lost it. He'll keep it going now. Ooh, what a pass to Deary. That was a hot one.
He got
very close.
I'll tell you what. Henderson got bailed out. That wasn't a very good pass, and he got bailed out with the foul.
Personal foul on Tom Montefiore.
That almost took his head off, and he was only about 3 feet away from him.
Now Carbondale will go to work, trailing 14-12. There's a steal, and Galvin will go to the basket and lays it in with a right hand, and there's a timeout call by Landon Gabriel with 5:51 to play in the first half as Holy Cross is out to a 16-12 advantage on Adams Cable High School basketball.
Enjoy the feel of deep, rich luxury. Get the drama of radiant color and experience the timeless beauty, comfort, and durability of carpeting from Tom's Floor Shop in Childs. Tom's Floor Shop offers a large selection of hardwood, laminate, vinyl, ceramic tile, and carpeting on display in their showroom. Rely on Tom's Floor Shop for expert installation. All roads lead to where great floors begin at Tom's Floor Shop. Exit 6 off the Casey Highway in Childs.
Holy Cross has outscored Carbondale 7-3 here in this second quarter, and they lead 16-12 after the timeout call by Carbondale area.
Carbondale's got to be careful with this overplaying of Holy Cross, and they're trying to throw that ball back to the point, and Holy Cross is stepping in. They've tipped about 3 of them now. They only got 1 there, but it was a big one right there.
Carbondale area with Durkin, giving it up to Henderson. And the Chargers with Durkin running the offense, and now Selitsky will take control. Henderson with the baseline shot, a little bit too short. Good job by Zazera to keep it going. Zazera will give it to Durkin. He thought about the shot, couldn't pull the trigger, and they'll have to reset it. Boy, when you play Holy Cross, you're going to get that intense pressure.
Yeah, you just got to keep your cool, that's all.
And Zazera puts on the brakes. Selitsky on the perimeter. Selitsky drives, and a blocking foul is called on Holy Cross.
It's on Phillips, I believe.
16-12 your score. Holy Cross leading it with 4:57 to play here in the first half. Phillips will take a seat on the bench. Matt Nelson checks back into the Crusader lineup. And Mustika checks in while Selitsky will go to the bench for a breather.
Now Carbondale should look for Mustika on the block.
Durkin takes the inbound pass, almost lost it. Rumford will set it up. They try to get it into Mustika. Ball's rejected inside, and a foul.
Well, Carbondale was all messed up in their offense. 2 guys in the same spot, and you just got to back it out. Get it. That's the value of a good point guard. Back that out. Get him set up.
Personal foul is called on Nelson. That's his first and the team's 4th. As Mike Zazera, a 55% free throw shooter, converts. Zazera, 5'10 sophomore, misses the second shot. Montefiore will run the floor for Holy Cross. This is Mozaleski with an open look and drains a 3. 19-13, Holy Cross.
Guys are too wide open. They're not being picked up and played.
Now coming into this ball game, Glenn, Holy Cross hit 95 three-point goals.
Well, you can see why. Wow, those are some scary passes.
Zazera at the free throw line will dish it off. Henderson into Durkin, misses an easy shot. Galvin in transition, bounce passing to Nelson. They tried to get it back, and they're called for traveling. Tried to make one extra pass, and they turned it over.
I was just going to say that one too many passes. He was there. He probably should have forced it up.
3:54 to play here in the first half. 19-13 Holy Cross as Carbondale area gets the ball into Mystica. Knocked away. Players battle for it. Jump ball. Carbondale will keep it.
Well, see, Mystica's catching the ball, but he's not opening up. You got to get those elbows. They'll work for you sometimes. just get them up there. People can't get their hands in there, their head in there.
Henderson to inbound the basketball. Long pass to Durkin. Carbondale patient offensively, trailing 19-13. Missed. Well, not a good pass from Henderson. He thought Durkin was going to make a break, and they turn it over.
That's the pressure defense when you panic with the pressure defense.
Declan Tokash, 5'10 sophomore, wearing number 12 in the lineup for Holy Cross. Galvin Montefiore. Tokash and Montefiore to set it up. Open look from Mozaleski, short on the jump shot. Solitsky has it for Carbondale. And as we near 3 minutes remaining in the first half, Solitsky drives the lane and players hit the deck. There's a foul on the play.
That's a good, strong move.
Solitsky with 2 free tries. Fouls on Nelson, his second.
Matt Nelson called for his second personal foul, team's 5th. Bobby Solitsky, a 70% free throw shooter, is on the stripe for Carbondale. And this one rims out.
Checking in for the Crusaders, number 13.
Carbondale is a team shooting at 58%. And Solitsky will have another free throw toss on the way.
Might run out, come into maybe a full court zone press maybe here with.
Solitsky hit the second shot. Chargers trail 19-14.
Just wanted Mystica down court early, I guess.
Holy Cross almost throws it away, and let's check the violation on the far side. Timeout is called. Breaking the action with 2:54 remaining in the first half, and Holy Cross up 19-14 over Carbondale on Adams Cable High School basketball.
There's some cool new stuff out there. Cars that drive themselves, phones that talk to us.
There's a cafe behind you.
And now TV everywhere. That's right, Lucky Adams Cable Service customer. Now you can watch channels from your TV package just about anywhere on just about any device. Catch your favorites in the waiting room, coffee shop, break room, the airport, wherever. TV everywhere. It's a cool extra service for no extra cost. Visit adamscable.com and sign up today.
Now back to the gym for more Adams Cable High School basketball.
2:54 remaining here in the first half at the Pete Turonis Gym in Carbondale as the Holy Cross Crusaders lead the Chargers 19-14.
This so far in this quarter, the overplaying of Holy Cross defense has got Carbondale a little befuddled, and they only scored 4 points so far.
This is Montefiore putting up a running one-hander. Air ball. Ball's knocked around. Carbondale comes up with it. Zazera had it taken away by Tokash. In the corner, Montefiore was hacked on the play.
That would be Deary's second.
And the third team foul. Second team foul. Let's make the correction. Now the Crusaders will inbound the basketball. That is the third team foul as it goes up on the board. Long pass to Tokash, and players battle for it, and it's loose. Carbondale has it. Selitsky driving the right wing. And Mystica way out up on the free throw line. Rumford could not pull the trigger on the jump shot. Ball's loose. Who wants it? Rumford comes up with it. Deary near side. Nearing 2 minutes to play in the first half. They get the ball to Mystica. Beautiful move underneath by Giovanni Mystica, 6'5" senior.
He's working hard in there. They're just not getting him the ball.
Galvin on the perimeter, off the drive, misfires, ball's rebounded by Selitsky. Here comes Carbondale, down by 3, 19-16. Selitsky lays it in with a right hand. And it's a one-point game, 19-18 Holy Cross. And we have another timeout on the court with 1:34 remaining here in the first half. We'll keep it right here. Oh, Glenn, that time Selitsky had a clear shot right down the lane and took advantage of it.
Well, that's what hustle where it pays off, Steve. But you go when you can, but don't go when it's not available. And that's the difference between Carbondale early in the season and now. They would just force all the action and end up taking a shot that was not very good. I mean, it might be right next to the basket or the backboard, but it's off balance. It's going away from the basket. So right now they're playing pretty well, pretty good defense, and they're running the floor and they're taking the ball to the basket in the opportune times. Big difference in the way this game is played.
Al Calais wanted a timeout to talk things over with his ball club. And now the Crusaders will put the ball in play, up by 1, 19-18. Tyler Mozaleski will run the offense.
Now you don't want, if you're Carbondale, you don't want...
From the corner, shot rims out by Mozaleski. In transition, here comes Rumford. Rumford with an open look, off the mark. And this ball is rebounded by Phillips and the foul.
See, take some time off the clock. Relax. What are you in such a hurry for? I mean, you can get that shot anytime.
Yeah.
You don't need that off a breakaway. That's not the shot you want. If it's there in this whole scheme of things, sure.
Holy Cross by 1, 19-18. Nearing 1 minute to play here in the first half. Great to have you on board tonight here on Adams Cable High School Basketball. Our season finale, as Nelson will work the offense. And off the drive.
Good block by mistake.
Courier
slow it
had
down.
It knocked away. Here comes Carbondale. Rumford in the corner. They'll push it back outside. And Deary will set it up. 34 seconds to play in the half.
Play for one now. Watch that pass. Watch that pass back to the point.
This is Durkin and Deary setting it up with 20 seconds to play.
The worst thing that could happen if you hold the ball and get a shot off, or even don't get a shot off, is you're down 1 at half for Carbondale. You don't want them give them an opportunity to score.
7 seconds on the clock. 19-18 Holy Cross. Selitsky with the basketball. Selitsky drives. The pull-up is off the mark, and that will bring an end to the first half here in Carbondale at the Pete Taronis Gym, with the Holy Cross Crusaders leading the Carbondale area Chargers 19-18 on Adams Cable High School Basketball.
There's some cool new stuff out there. Cars that drive themselves, phones that talk to us.
There's a cafe behind you.
And now TV everywhere. That's right, lucky Adams Cable Service customer. Now you can watch channels from your TV package just about anywhere on just about any device. Catch your favorites in the waiting room, coffee shop, break room, the airport, wherever. TV everywhere. It's a cool extra service for no extra cost. Visit adamscable.com and sign up today.
What does it mean to be an expert? Does it mean getting the job done right? Or being able to pinpoint a problem and quickly find a solution? Whatever the meaning, the team at NJS are your experts in hydraulic and pneumatic components. So whether you need a custom hose built on the spot or a cylinder repaired from the ground up, the experts at NJS are there when you need them. And with the area's largest hose and fittings warehouse, NJS has thousands of the parts you need in stock and ready to go. NJS, Route 6 Mayfield, online at njsco.com. NJS is proud to call this area home and proud to sponsor our area athletes on Adams Cable Channel 7.
When your car does this, call us first.
Every job is perfect or it doesn't leave the shop. That's the motto at Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center in Carbondale. In an accident, remember, it is your car and your choice to choose your repair center. Call Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center in Carbondale, well known for integrity, safety, and craftsmanship. For more information concerning your rights and the 10 things you need to know before having your car repaired, go to their website, bestonsautobody.com. Good luck to all area teams from Tony, Mike, Jeff, and the staff at Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center, Gordon Avenue, Carbondale. Insurance is more than just a policy. It's knowing that you are properly covered to protect all the assets you have worked so hard to acquire over the years. For over 50 years, McGovern Insurance has fulfilled the needs and expectations of families and businesses in the greater Carbondale area. McGovern Insurance Agency specializes in auto, home, commercial, and life insurance. Call for a competitive quote and superior service at 282-1170. Your protection comes first at McGovern Insurance Agency, 26th Avenue, Carbondale.
Napa know-how. Napa know-how.
Tonkin Auto Supply, your Napa dealer in Carbondale, has been serving the area for over 36 years with the largest inventory of automotive replacement parts and accessories. Experience Napa know-how with knowledgeable customer service from Glenn Garth and the staff at Tonkin Auto Supply in Carbondale. Your Napa know-how folks.
Napa know-how. Napa know-how. Napa know-how. Napa know-how.
Welcome to halftime in today's Lackawanna League Division III basketball matchup between the Holy Cross Crusaders and the Carbondale Area Chargers. Thanks for joining us for all of the action here on Adams Cable Channel 7. Still to come, the second half after this timeout. A trip to Jerry's Tire and Auto Service in Carbondale means you get confidence and peace of mind knowing that your vehicle is repaired by qualified technicians. Jerry's offers brand name tires and wheel alignment, brake service, oil changes, computer diagnostics, and Pennsylvania safety inspection and emissions testing. Call 282-TIRE or visit their website jerrystire@gmail.com. For dependable, efficient service, visit Jerry's Tire and Auto Service in Carbondale.
Enjoy the feel of deep, rich luxury. Get the drama of radiant color and experience the timeless beauty, comfort, and durability of carpeting from Tom's Floor Shop in Childs. Tom's Floor Shop offers a large selection of hardwood, laminate, vinyl, ceramic tile, and carpeting on display in their showroom. Rely on Tom's Floor Shop for expert installation. All roads lead to where great floors begin at Tom's Floor Shop. Exit 6 off the Casey Highway in Childs.
Too hot? Just call Spall. Too cold? Just call Spall. TE Spall and Son, where you'll always get our upfront pricing. Plus, now through Wednesday, own a new energy-saving AC system for just $2.84 a day with our exclusive guarantee. Plus, get 0% financing.
We called Spall, and not only do we save a lot of money,
But they're a name that you can trust. They get the job done fast, and they get it done right.
Just call Spall or see us now at callspall.com.
The Gabriel family and the staff at Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated of Carbondale send best wishes to our local athletes and teams for a successful season. In your time of need, call 282-1219 for the ultimate in professional service from Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated, 74 North Main Street and 2 Hospital Street, Carbondale. Tyler Mozaleski, sophomore guard, will put the ball in play, and Patrick Galvin, the 5'9" junior, will go to work as Holy Cross will run its half-court offense. Get the ball to Montefiore, and Montefiore misfires on a drive to the basket, and Mustika clears for the Chargers. Now an opportunity for Carbondale with Selitsky running the offense. Deary guarded closely on the play. They get the ball to Durkin. And Selitsky with a left-hand pull-up shot, way off the mark. And
looks like Mike Zazera
probably
got a shoulder or an elbow to the nose.
He's going to have to go to the locker room.
Right, they're going to have to probably, don't see any blood on the floor. That's probably what they're looking for. No blood. I guess we're ready to go. That's tough. You know, you're playing hard, and you just get your head in there, and next thing you know, somebody's got an elbow, and it's probably not intentional, right? Or a shoulder.
Not,
that happens a lot.
Holy Cross up by 1, 19-18. Montefiore goes cross court near side. Good movement in the Crusader offense, and Nelson gives it up. Get it to Galvin. He'll drive and banks it off the glass for a deuce.
You have to stop him. He's having a field day out there.
21-18, the Crusaders. Now Rumford, a sharp pass. Selitsky will take control. Durkin covered by Mozaleski. Nowhere to go. Now Rumford puts on the brakes, looks for help.
Don't stop your dribble in the corner.
And a ball loose, and it's taken away by Phillips. In transition, here's Nelson with a left hand, couldn't finish, and they get it back outside, and Carbondale will have it. Coming the other way, here is Deary. Off-balance shot, misfires, and Phillips clears the boards for Holy Cross. Galvin to Montefiore. Montefiore on the run. Came up short on the shot. The putback is up and good by Phillips, and the foul. 23-18 Holy Cross, and Phillips will go to the free throw line. Personal foul on Giovanni Mustica. That's his second, team's first. Phillips is a 64% free throw shooter. And this shot did not fall, but it's rebounded by Mozaleski. And Mozaleski throws it into the hands of Deary. Ball's loose. Holy Cross comes up with it. This is Mozaleski with an outside shot that won't fall. It's off the mark. And Selitsky in transition will dribble away from traffic. They get it to Deary. Thought about a three. Will reset it to Durkin. And Mustika tangled up under the basket. Jump ball, Carbondale possession. Now, when that ball goes into Giovanni Mustica, boy, there are two or three defenders draped all over.
He's got to open up. He's got to spread his wings and keep people away from his body.
Selitsky off balance, no shot, traveling, and Carbondale turns it over. Down by 5, 23-18. Matt Nelson will inbound for Holy Cross as we near 5.5 remaining here in the third quarter. Good ball game cooking here in the Pioneer City. As the Crusaders pound the ball inside, Phillips with the reverse layup off the mark. Selitsky with the rebound. Carbondale in transition. Deary looking for a screen. Deary drives, cut off by Mozaleski. Near side, it is Rumford. Deary lost the basketball, picked up by Montefiore. Deary will get it back. He'll launch a three. Air ball. Ball's tipped away. Nelson has it. Here come the Crusaders. They want to push it. They go for the layup, and they got it.
Montefiore with the basket.
Tom Montefiore with the basket. 25-18 your score. as Holy Cross comes out here in the third quarter, turning up the pressure just a little bit. Deary and Durkin. Get the ball to Mystica. And a foul on the play called on the Crusaders. Landon Gabriel not happy.
He is hot.
Deary will put the ball in play. Second personal foul.
He's
on
complaining
Phillips. Yeah, there's a reach in right there.
Yeah, well, there's plenty of complaining that Holy Cross is holding. I can read his lips. We can't go anywhere without them holding.
25-18, the Crusaders with 4:25 to play here in the third quarter. Mystica on the stripe, a 45% free throw shooter. Carbondale, as we mentioned, as a team shooting at 58%. Galvin will check out of the Holy Cross lineup. And Giovanni Mystica with 2. And the lead is down to 5, 25-20.
Carbondale needs a stop here, and they need to play some good defense.
Tom Montefiore gives it up to Nelson. And the Crusaders will reset it as we near 4 minutes to play third quarter. Around the perimeter, Mozaleski off the drive.
Oh, that's a tough shot.
That's where that backboard paid dividends.
Oh, it did.
And the lead is 7 for the Crusaders.
But I think he just overshot it and he got lucky. There's
a
that
ball
pass
knocked
back
away
to
by Nelson. Nelson with the layup, came up short. Rebounded by Montefiore. Boy, he hit the deck pretty hard. Selitsky will be whistled for the personal foul. That's his second, team's second.
Selitsky had a look on his face like the kid. Maybe he didn't touch him. He was in shock.
Nelson.
And maybe just fell, but.
And now Mozaleski. Montefiore.
You've got to convince the official of that.
There's a hook shot by Phillips that's off the mark. Ball goes out of bounds. Carbondale possession.
He's just Malachi Phillips is just having one of those nights. Nothing will fall.
27-20. Holy Cross, your leader. As Rumford drives to the basket.
Nice
and
move.
scores.
Nice move. Stop and go move by Bailey Rumford there. Nice.
Now the Crusaders leading 27-22. Nelson. This is Tom Montefiore from downtown. 30-22, Holy Cross.
I will say this. Holy Cross is getting some wide open looks.
And they're taking advantage.
Oh, sure. You get open looks like that.
Selitsky, double team. Mystica, 15-footer. Nice shot. 30-24. Patrick Galvin gives it up. And Galvin drives. Had it knocked away. Durkin with a good job. And here come the Chargers. Trailing 30-24. Deary throws it in. Almost threw it away. Got it back. Rumford with an open look. Off the mark. Ball is into the hands of Phillips, and here come the Crusaders as we have 2 minutes left, third quarter. Holy Cross, patient offensively. Get the ball to Malachi Phillips, back outside. Galvin wide open from downtown.
Where are these defenders?
33-24, and a timeout is called. Breaking the action with 1:42 remaining third quarter on Adams Cable High School Basketball. Tonkin Auto Supply, your Napa dealer in Carbondale, has been serving the area for over 36 years with the largest inventory of automotive replacement parts and accessories. Experience Napa know-how with knowledgeable customer service from Glenn Garth and the staff at Tonkin Auto Supply in Carbondale, your Napa know-how folks.
Napa know-how. Napa know-how. Napa know-how. Napa know-how.
Enjoy the feel of deep, rich luxury. Get the drama of radiant color and experience the timeless beauty, comfort, and durability of carpeting from Tom's Floor Shop in Childs. Tom's Floor Shop offers a large selection of hardwood, laminate, vinyl, ceramic tile, and carpeting on display in their showroom. Rely on Tom's Floor Shop for expert installation. All roads lead to where great floors begin at Tom's Floor Shop. Exit 6 off the Casey Highway in Childs. Here's Glenn and Steve with more Channel 7 high school basketball.
1:42 to play, third quarter. The Holy Cross Crusaders are out to a 33-24 advantage after a timeout called by Holy Cross.
Carbondale area's defense, in the whole scheme of things, is they're getting lost at some of these screens down below and in the paint, and Holy Cross shooters are wide open.
Now, ball is loose. Selitsky will get it back.
Bring it back out and set it. There's nothing happening here.
Now Henderson lost the basketball traveling, and Carbondale turns it over.
I don't know where he's trying to go. You end up in the paint with your back turned away from the basket. What good is that?
Now Holy Cross with buck 109 on the clock. They'll spread things out a bit, and they get it near side.
No, wide open again.
Once again, there's a shot by Tom Montefiore.
That is his third three, and there hasn't been a person near him on all three shots. Hasn't been a person within 10 feet of him.
You know, you leave guys open, especially a good three-point shooting team, and they will burn you. As Durkin needs help. Selitsky looking for a screen, 35 seconds on the clock. Third quarter. Ustica out in three-point lane.
Come out, get the ball from him.
Somebody has to come out and help him. Okay, finally they get it to Rumford, and he will misfire on a long jump shot. And Holy Cross will have the basketball. Final 19 seconds of quarter number 3. And it's Holy Cross with Henderson playing some defense. Now they get the pass inside, a picture-perfect pass to Phillips for the deuce, 38-24. Selitsky from half court, and that will do it. That is the end of the third quarter of play here in Carbondale, with Holy Cross leading Carbondale area 38-24 on Adams Cable High School basketball.
Too hot? Just call Spall. Too cold? Just call Spall. TE Spall & Son, where you'll always get our upfront pricing. Plus, now through Wednesday, own a new energy-saving AC system for just $2.84 a day with our exclusive guarantee. Plus, get 0% financing.
We called Spall, and not only do we save a lot of money,
But they're a name that you can trust. They get the job done fast, and they get it done right.
Just call Spall or see us now at callspall.com.
Now, more high school basketball courtside with Glenn and Steve here on Channel 7.
Here at the Pete Turonis Gym in Carbondale, 8 minutes left as we tip off the fourth quarter of play with the Crusaders leading the Chargers 38-24.
Well, Carbondale's defense, or lack of in that quarter, really cost them. Holy Cross had 4 threes, and all 4 of them, the shots were wide open. Nobody within 10 feet of any of the shooters. They have to straighten that out in a hurry.
Burrier in the ball game for Holy Cross, and they get the ball to Mozaleski, and he scores on a drive off the baseline, and it's 40-24. Well, Carbondale trailed by 1 at halftime, but this second half, that third quarter, really killed Carbondale as they were outscored 19-6. As Henderson will drive, puts on the brakes, gets it to Rumford. Durkin couldn't pull the trigger on a three. Now he gives it up. Mustika underneath, rejected by
That's good
Phillips.
defense. Well, he should have taken a jump shot. Sure, where you going? Just take that jump shot. That's a shot he likes. 6, 8-foot jump shot. No reason not to shoot that.
Selitsky looking to put the ball in play. They finally get it out to Rumford.
I'll tell you what, Holy Cross really put the pressure on defensively this quarter also.
That's what they're good at.
Yeah, they are. They play very good, solid defense. And Carbondale only had 6 points in the third quarter, and they really didn't get very many good shots.
Third personal foul on Malachi Phillips of Holy Cross. And the third team foul. 40-25 as Rumford is on the stripe, a 52% free throw shooter. Averaging almost 5 points a ball game. And it's 40-26.
They have to make a few stops here. Plenty of time in this game, but you've got to make a few stops and get some good shots up.
Kieran Burrier. Ball's loose. Holy Cross gets it back. There's a ball rejected by Mustika.
You know things are going well for you when 4 guys have their back turned to the ball. 1 guy turns around and happens to be a Holy Cross person. Yep, well, you know things aren't going your way.
Burrier will put the ball in play for the Crusaders. Long pass goes to Mozaleski. And right here, Holy Cross with 7 minutes left could be a little bit more selective, leading 40-26. And Phillips takes a pass in the lane, got tangled up, and a foul called on the Chargers.
That's on Evan Deary. I believe it's his third.
That is his third personal foul, team's third. Holy Cross will put the ball in play once again. This time, Mozaleski will do it along the left baseline. Kieran Burrier off the drive, got it. The 5'10 freshman scores for Holy Cross, and it's 42-26.
Well, you know, last couple times down court, Holy Cross drove to the basket, and they got no help from the defenders, the weak side help. They got none.
Now there's a whistle and a foul on the play.
Yeah, that's Deary's fourth. Oh, who's that?
That's on Burrier of Holy Cross.
Oh, Burrier, okay.
Kieran Burrier, 5'10 freshman.
I thought they called that on Deary. I says, oh my gosh.
Inbound pass knocked away, and Carbondale turns it over.
Well, he never got in. The ball came in, and he just didn't get his second foot inbounds quick enough. That's just one of those things that happens.
Well, Glenn, we talked about when you play Holy Cross, you know what you're up against.
Yes.
In any kind of year. They are going to play intense offense and a pressure defense. Ball is knocked away. Carbondale will have the possession and bring it the length of the court with 6:15 remaining in the fourth.
And for the most part, they are pretty good shooters.
Oh, definitely.
You have Mozaleski, and he's only a sophomore. I heard. Gavin has a few threes. Montefort has 3 of them.
Off the foot of Mozaleski, and Holy Cross turns it over, leading 42-26. 6 minutes remaining in the fourth, and it will be Deary to inbound the basketball along the baseline. Henderson takes the inbound pass. He needs help. Ball knocked away. Good job by Burrier. He's only a freshman, Glenn, but he plays like he's been in the lineup for a couple of years.
Well, he looks pretty good. I mean,
there's a pass going inside to Mike Cesara, who's back in the lineup
and that
for
was,
Carbondale.
Montefort got beat, but recovered and made a nice block from behind.
That's just great hustle.
Yep.
Ball is loose and a foul on the play.
Yeah. See, Holy Cross with a lead like this, and they can commit these fouls by playing hard.
Third personal foul on Montefort.
And if they get away with it, then
Henderson will bounce pass it to Selitsky. And there's a reach-in called on Holy Cross.
You know, that's what could happen to Holy Cross. If they try to body you all the time and you got a couple officials that start to bang that, and they should bang that because that is a foul. If they let you get away with that, you can get killed with them playing the defense that they play. But if they call it, they're almost one foul away.
Henderson drives, came up short on the layup. He battles for the ball, got it back. He'll go and fire it out near side to Cesaro with an open look, short on the jumper. Ball is loose. Holy Cross will have it with 5:25 to play here in the fourth. Up 42-26. Now Burrier guarded by Selitsky, and we have a reach-in.
They call it on one side, you got to call it on the other. Yep. The body, a little bit of the body.
Third personal on Bobby Selitsky, and the fourth team foul. 42-26. Declan Tokash inbounding the basketball for the Crusaders. And Burrier lost it in the lane. Here comes Selitsky on the break. And we may have a blocking foul as Tom Montefiore may have gotten tangled up. Let's wait for the official word.
Foul's on Selitsky, he's fourth.
No, that's on Selitsky, excuse me. That's his fourth. Now Holy Cross up 42-26. Ball's loose. Boy, players battle for it. And coming out of the pack with the basketball is Mike Cesaro. Deary from downtown. Too heavy. Tokash with the rebound. Now it will be Holy Cross.
Now you'll see Holy Cross just waste some time, run the clock, run about 20-25 seconds off the clock each time down the court.
No foul on the play as Burrier ran right into Henderson. Burrier comes near side. Yeah, they're going to work some clock right here. And they work the ball inside, but they'll push it back out as Montefiore will fire across court, and a timeout is called by Holy Cross and Al Calais, and we'll keep it right here. And,
Al doesn't look too happy. He's up 16 points, and his team is running to the clock. Relax. You got to relax a little bit. Easy to say, though.
Well, we have the opportunity. We would like to take this time to thank everyone at Adams Cable for making these broadcasts possible. To Wendy Hartman, the general manager. Wendy, thank you very much for all of your support on the broadcast. To Stephanie Kemmerer in the marketing department. Stephanie, we couldn't do it without you. You know that. It's so great to work with you. And, of course, our head-end technician and the guy who gets us on the air with the live audio each and every game, Kyle Kemmerer. Kyle, thank you very much for your attention to detail. It sure is a pleasure working with you. And we've had a lot of fun this season on the broadcast, and we're looking forward to football season coming up in the fall. And Kyle is just a great overall technician, Glenn. And
just listening to him as you converse with him before the game, you can tell he is a man of detail and a man of wants everything to be perfect, and he certainly does a wonderful job.
And Kyle, we thank you very much for your support, and of course to Eric Larson, the athletics director here at Carbondale area, and Donnie McDonough in the technology department for all of his help getting us set up with the broadcast on the internet, sending the live audio out. Donnie, thank you very much. And to the Carbondale area maintenance department, they get us set up here with the broadcast on the in the bleachers. They get us set up with the power and the table.
And we're going to work on this table for next year.
Well, I'm surprised it made it to this game, Glenn, because it's a little bit on the rickety side, but I think we'll make it. As Holy Cross, leading 42-26, will work their half-court offense with 3:45 to play here in the fourth. And a whistle and a traveling violation, and the Crusaders turn it over.
But they took at least a minute and 20 seconds off the clock from the time they had the ball before the timeout. So that's all you need to do. You don't need any more points as long as you don't get sloppy on the other end and allow Carbondale to make a run.
Deary lost the basketball. Holy Cross has it. And also, while we have the opportunity, Glenn, I'd like to thank all of the sponsors for making the broadcast possible. Local businesses provide strong support for local economies, and if there's a service you require, please contact any of our sponsors on our high school basketball broadcast. They are so good to us, Glenn. It's because of them that we're here, along with Adams Cable. So
it has been a great season.
Sure has.
Boy, has it come to a quick halt.
It sure does. I mean, unlike football where you have a game once a week, basketball you may have 2 in a week, you may have 3 in a week, and suddenly in a 2-month period, it's over. Jump shot by Henderson won't fall, and it is Montefiore with the rebound for the Crusaders with 2:50 remaining in the fourth, and Holy Cross up 42-26.
Well, it looks like Holy Cross is going to put this in the win column, and now they have to hope that something happens down in Mid-Valley for them to get into the second half playoff. If not, then that division is done.
And you set your sights on the district playoffs as Galvin drives to the basket and scores. It's 44-26.
Yeah, and district playoffs come. They'll probably give them about 4 or 5 days off, and just for playoffs, just in case. They always build that in, and then they'll go from there. And then it's nice basketball to watch.
Yeah, great time of the year when you get into the playoffs. And, of course, Holy Cross and Alcalaeus, no strangers to the district playoffs and the state title games, as Alcalaeus took the Holy Cross Crusaders to the state playoffs in 2013 as Kieran Burrier, the 5'10 freshman, scores for the Crusaders. It's 46-26 with 141 remaining.
Steve, you have, with this new setup here, most of the schools in Division III are public schools, but they, it looks like, well, from what I've seen and what I've heard from different people, that most of the Philadelphia inner city schools, the charter schools, the Catholic schools, basically are in division in the Division III setup, and so that's going to be a hard nut to crack when you get down into the state playoffs. So sometimes we have 3 or 4 teams play as they move on after the first round, after the district playoffs. Might be very difficult this year.
Bobby Slitsky hits the free throw as both teams will go to their benches for the final minute and a half of this ball game. .131 remaining, and Bobby Slitsky will have another free throw toss on the way for Carbondale area. And the 5'11 junior with the right hand flip, and it's all net. Now it will be the Holy Cross Crusaders to bring the ball the length of the court with a minute and a half left.
They'll just play this game out, the end of the game, basically with the JV teams.
Caleb Calais in the ball game. That is Al Calais' nephew, wearing number 13. And with 1:12 remaining, Holy Cross will just continue to work the basketball around the perimeter. They almost lost it. Tyler Mozaleski in there to continue to run the offense. He's a sophomore. Reach-in is called on Carbondale area. That's on Brennan, I believe.
Checking in for the Crusaders, number 2, Anthony Fletcher.
So a very exciting time for the underclassmen getting in the ball game for both Holy Cross and Carbondale area.
You like to get a little playing time in front of the crowd. That's always nice.
Of course, Brad Brennan is in the ball game, a 6-foot senior. And Holy Cross turns over the basketball with 53 seconds remaining. 46-28 your score, as Carbondale area will go to work. And I believe we have a foul on the play.
Yep.
Jeffrey
Foul
Catchmore is in the ball game wearing number 11, a sophomore.
Should be
He's a 5'6 guard.
Should be 1-1.
Adam Rossetti wearing number 14. He is a 5'8" sophomore guard on the stripe for Carbondale area. And here's the shot by Adam Rossetti. Hey, it's all net. Good shot, 46-29. Now this is going to be a very busy gymnasium coming up too, Glenn, as Rossetti hits two, because
you would think
you get a lot of playoff games in this gym due to the fact it's very comfortable, plenty of parking. So,
and you also, Steve, when you look at some of the teams that may be coming from Susquehanna County that get into playoffs, this is the perfect spot for them.
Oh, definitely.
Yep.
Crusaders will continue to work it around the perimeter with 19 seconds left. Pull-up shot was rejected. And a loose ball. Players battle for it. It goes out of bounds, and Carbondale will have it with 12 seconds left.
I often said, Steve, if we had an entrance into the gym behind this gym here where the Charger sign is, this would be an ideal, perfect setup. We have a little bottleneck between games of playoff games coming in and out of there, right where the Carbondale bench is. It's a tough, but if they had something here, it would be ideal.
That will do it as Holy Cross is victorious tonight over Carbondale by the score of 46-30. Congratulations to Alec Calais and the Holy Cross Crusaders as they improve their overall mark to 15 wins and 8 losses. And in Division III, they wrap up the second half with a record of 5 wins and 1 loss. For the Carbondale area Chargers, their overall mark now stands at 10 wins and 12 losses. And in Division III, they wrap up the second half at 500 with a mark of 3 wins and 3 losses.
Well, Steve, it's gone quickly.
It sure has.
Enjoyed it again, as always. Enjoy you and Nick and the camaraderie that we have here and the fun that we have. Yes, it's over, and I always said, as a coach and just as a basketball junkie, I love going to these playoff games starting now. You're going up to Scranton, you may go down to Wilkes, you may go here, you may go there. My wife jumps in the car with me and away we go.
Hey, that's what it's all about.
We have
You'll
a ball.
see a lot of great basketball too.
And what's good about it, from being around and coaching and just doing games like this, you see so many of your friends that you've made from athletics, and it's all about that too.
So, Glenn, it's been a pleasure, and folks, we hope you enjoyed all of the basketball here on Channel 7 this year. And it's all been brought to you by Adams Cable Service, Jerry's Tire and Auto Service, by NJS Systems and Controls, Route 6 Mayfield, the Government Insurance Agency, by the Comfort Doctors, T.E. Spall & Son Heating and Cooling, Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated, with locations at 74 North Main Street and 2 Hospital Street. By Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center. Tonkin Auto Supply, your Napa Auto Parts store. Tom's Floor Shop, your first step to a beautiful home, Main Street Childs. And your starting lineups are presented by Roselle Department Store. Thank you for making this a great season of high school basketball. We'll look forward to talking to you again in the fall for Adams Cable High School football. Your final score once again here tonight, Holy Cross 46 and Carbondale 30. Till next time, so long from Carbondale.